lost my footing. But never mind, I'll just move forward.
This is precisely the kind of indie game I live for. A brutal, atmospheric Souls-like set during a biblical apocalypse.
I'm not welcome here.
Sancticide has the DNA of a masterpiece. Deep combat, incredible enemy design, and a world begging to be explored. But all of that is being held back by one glaring problem. And today, I'm breaking down what that is and why you should wait to buy this game.
Dead vessel.
Let's be clear, there's so much to love. The premise is fantastic. You're a sin collector, serving a higher power in a world ravaged by the end times. The developers have expertly realized this world, creating a truly oppressive atmosphere. And when the combat sings, it's fast-paced, engaging, and has a deliberate weight that fans of the genre crave. The world design is intriguing, and the enemies are top-notch. It all comes together to create a game that feels ambitious and special. But after a few hours, one frustrating issue becomes impossible to ignore: the controller support. For a third-person action RPG that demands precise timing, responsive controls are the foundation of the entire experience. In Sancticide, that foundation is cracked. A Steam review noted that if you play on a controller, the game has quite a way to go, and these problems persist.
Time to collect some souls.
The game is marketed with full controller support, but the reality is an exercise in frustration. The most jarring issue is the controller just randomly disconnecting, often mid-boss fight. Even when it works, I experience noticeable input lag, where my character reacts a split second too late. Another review points out the camera control is a consistent problem, and when combined with unresponsive controls, it makes the game feel broken. That's the perfect word for it. It feels like a fundamental part of the game simply isn't working, leading to moments where you get juggled to death because the block and parry aren't responsive enough. And here's the most frustrating part: this is a solvable problem. The developers have pushed patches to improve the game, which shows they're committed. The core is here: the art, the world, the combat design. It's all compelling. If the controller support were simply reliable, Sancticide would instantly jump from a game with potential to an absolute must-play diamond in the rough. The challenging encounters would finally feel fair, earned through skill, not a dice roll against faulty hardware communication.
Motherfuckers really.
So, should you buy Sancticide? Perhaps. But not today. This is an early access game with a world and a vision that I genuinely admire. However, the controller issues are significant enough that they currently sour the entire experience for me. My advice is to wishlist it. Keep an eye on the patch notes. If you see an update that specifically overhauls controller stability and responsiveness, that's your signal to jump in. Because beneath this one major flaw, there is a truly great indie Souls-like waiting to be unleashed. Have you played Sancticide? I'm interested to hear if you've run into these same controller issues, or if you found a fix that works. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.